So let's look at some tips and tricks to keep us on track. So what are the hurdles that we're going to face? Well, snacking, cravings, overeating, eating out, dealing with feeders, and lifestyle challenges. So how can we deal with these? Well, snacking is the first. Well, ask yourself, why do you snack? Generally, it's not because we're hungry, it's for an emotional reason. And when we snack, we tend to go for sugary, simple carbohydrate foods that fill us really quickly and increase our blood sugar levels, but then they dip down again and we feel hungry again within an hour, even though we've overconsumed calories. So to avoid this and to avoid snacking, we're better off eating smarter foods like complex carbohydrates and proteins that will keep us fuller for longer. And if we have to snack, we're better off choosing smart options like fruit and veg or nuts. So cravings. We tend to crave again for sugary products, and it's when we are feeling hungry. Cravings only last for 3 minutes, so you're better off distracting yourself or by going to the gym, which was a great way of keeping hunger at bay. So overeating. It's very difficult not to overeat when you consider the size of portions 20 years ago compared to the size of portions today. They've gotten bigger, and it's not just food, it's also drink. We've gone from those tall slim glasses to the short stout glasses, which appear to be less full, but in fact they're more full. So choose simple things, a smaller plate. Fill a smaller plate. You may think that won't keep you full, but your stomach is like a balloon and it's been used to having a certain amount of food in it. But over time, as you reduce the food to normal levels, your stomach will shrink also and you will feel full on less food. Satiety. People don't realize this, but it can take time between your stomach filling up and it sending the signal to your brain to let you know that you are full. So eat slowly. Don't always go for second helpings because you feel hungry. Give it a minute. Eating out. You're not on a diet. You can still enjoy eating out. You just want to make smarter choices. Don't go for junk. You can't have your cake and eat it. You can't have everything. But you're going to make small sacrifices in order to raid that body fat larder. It's worth it. Become more food aware when you're out. That's all you have to do. So, will you have the starter? Or will you have the dessert, for instance? You can make choices. Choose the smartest options for the main. And there are always options available on the menu. Lean meats, poultry, fish, salad, stir fries rather than deep fries. Think of how the food's prepared. Go for grilled, go for boiled, go for steamed rice versus fried rice, or brown rice if it's available. Small choices are easier and it's worth it, remember. You're doing this for a reason, to achieve your goal. It's worth it. So dealing with feeders and fitting in. Well, feeders are those people around you who love you and express their love by feeding. Just say no. It can also be your friends and family, or the people you surround you with, who might eat in a certain way and you might feel have certain expectations of how you should eat. Choose to fit in with them, or you can choose to fit into your clothes. This is your goal, remember, and in you achieving it, they will support you, and if anything, they might be inspired to go after the same goal themselves. And it's not just for you. It could be for your children or for your family. So how do you meet the challenges of your daily lifestyle? For some people, they're trying to find the time to eat. They may be eating on the run, they may be traveling, they may have to eat in the car, they may be eating in hotels. How do you get around this and stop overeating? Well, you got to prepare. Do your weekly shopping. Prepare your food in advance. Pack a lunch if you have to. Plan your meals. Use the meal planner. Prepare your meals for the week ahead. Plan it out. Learn to manage your time. Use the time manager tool to identify what are your priorities and what are those time thieves that are taking time from you and don't allow you to do things like exercise and planning and preparing your meals. Prioritize your goal. You may have a very busy schedule, but if this goal is important to you, then you're going to have to prioritize it and come up with solutions. For instance, getting up earlier or making time for yourself, getting somebody else to look after the kids so you can make time to exercise. What other tips are there? Well, eat well and eat often to keep yourself full for longer on smart foods. Consume water. It's calorie free and it keeps you full. Avoid situations where there's free food on offer. It tends to be junk. You're not a bin. You don't have to eat everything around you. You don't even have to finish the meal in front of you. Choose smarter options. Choose a wrap versus a roll, for instance. Avoid sauces, avoid gravies. Use seasoning to flavour your food. Smart food doesn't have to compromise in taste, remember, but it does require food awareness. And beware, just because the food is healthy doesn't mean that you can't overeat and put on weight eating it. Healthy doesn't mean calorie free. And low fat doesn't always mean no fat. Remember, if food has sugar in it, even if it's a smoothie, then your body will metabolize and turn it into body fat if you've consumed enough calories for the day, and you might as well be eating butter. And beware of drinks, and stick to water if you can, which is 0 calories, keeps you full for longer, and is the healthiest drink of all. And beware of alcohol. There are about 300 calories in the average drink. 5 drinks, and if you're a woman, you've had enough calories for the day. But it's not just the calories. Alcohol diminishes your awareness and your inhibitions, and can see you overeating. try not to eat after 8. It's a simple tip. Don't go to bed on a full stomach where your body's doing nothing and will digest and metabolize that food and turn them into body fat. Routine can be your friend. So during the achievement of your goal, if you want to have the same thing for lunch, the same thing for dinner each day, because it stops you thinking. And if you find yourself going, well, will I have that Mars bar, or will I not have that Mars bar, or will I stick to my plan, or will I go to the gym, or will I not go to the gym? Stick to your plan. Stick to your goal. Don't think about it. Just do it. Choose activity at every option. The stairs versus the escalator. Because remember, every small choice will contribute to your goal, and you're achieving that goal and rating that body fat larder. Visualize your inspiring goal regularly. Create a vision board. Put it somewhere that you'll see it all the time. Why? Because you need to keep your goal in mind and you need to bring it into the present. And you're not just doing this for you, remember. You're doing it for others. And in achieving your goal, you can inspire others to do the same. So next we're going to learn about smart exercise. Exercise that burns calories, that allows us to tone and sculpt our bodies, that will increase our fitness, and that will increase our BMR, or our metabolism.